Okay, going into round 2 with this sort of silly cavernless 4 Turntimber 3 cultivator list. So, as I said, I'm going heavy on the bounce lands, 10 bounce lands, 3 castles. So I'm trying to make, essentially in this list, I'm trying to make Cultivator Colossus and Turntimber Symbiosis as impactful as possible. Which I think Cultivator Colossus gets better when you play Explorer and Castles. Turntimber itself, it's sort of like a combo and a non-bow with Cultivator Colossus, because like Cultivator Colossus gives it extra hits, but then you can't actually put it into play off the Cultivator Colossus, and it's not the best card to draw off the Cultivator Colossus, but it also does just mean more sort of threats. Yeah, I'll keep this hand, so we can go turn 1 Grazer. So we're pretty threat dense in this hand, and we've got ramp. I should have played the castle there to set up for a 3-drop. That was just a missequencing. I started thinking I wanted to bounce the Radiant Fountain, but yeah, that was not the right way to do it. Gonna play the Forest here. Just make Spreading Seas worse. Okay, now I have to accept that Spreading Seas is going to be good. But if they Spreading Seas, I just Radiant Fountain and then the next turn Castle. Iteration is fine. I think we're well set up for this matchup with this list. We're just going to jam things over and over and over until we win. So I'm just going to get 2 bounce lands. I'm just going to try and make some good Colossus. Like if I play a Colossus, I want to have the most lands in hand possible. So I think my plan next turn is to probably Turntimber, though if my opponent taps out, I might Pact for Colossus. Yeah, so given that I think there's a decent chance they have Counterspell, I'll just cast Turntimber Symbiosis. Get a Cultivator, okay. I wanted to do the Turntimber pre-combat in case I hit only Dryad. See, Vesuva. Guess I already have enough bounces going on. Maybe I'll do another bounce, though. This should be enough cards to win this matchup. Yeah. I'll bring in Kozilek. It's not a bad hit off Turntimber, and it's we can get up to a lot of mana in this matchup. I think I want like 2 caverns. I think they have some amount of counter magic, but not like heavy counter magic. I think I want to trim, maybe even cut Sagas. I think they interact with Saga really well in this deck. Like between Spreading Seas, Alpine Moon, Force of Vigor, all those things. just do it like this. Yeah, so I'm just maxing out on top end here and making it harder for them to interact. They don't put on a fast clock, so sure, I'll keep this. We got a lot of lands, so should be okay. Should it being the operative word. So any of the bounces or castles are our best draws now. Spreading Seas probably from our opponent. No, Brennan 6. Okay. I'll just put them both on Giant. That way Spreading Seas can't take me off Cavern on Giant. I can always bounce one, replay on Beast. At this point, my deck is just mostly lands, so feel good about our position of just chaining threat into threat into threat. Our opponent could have... So the ways things could go bad is if our opponent has like a Time Warp combo that they're able to get off before we are able to kill them, or if our opponent has like very nice like mana disruption like the Charmaw, or Avalanche Riders would be bad. Just get 2 Gruul Turfs here. I think I just want to set up a good cultivator. I imagine they'll have trouble dealing with both of these packs. If they have like Force of Negation and another counter spell, that could be bad for us. I guess that's a reason to pact end of turn. I don't think I have to do that though. Don't want to like leave myself open to losing in just other ways like subtlety and things. Gust. Okay, we'll put that on top. Slows us down quite a bit, but we're still threatening. I guess we could Titan next turn. So we could like Pact into Primeval Titan, cast it off Cavern. And then we'll still have the Cultivator in hand. Sure, I'll go ahead and put that on top. And I'll attack the Ren in 6. I'm fine trading Azusa for Eternal Witness. That would just make Ephemerate not good. And I want to keep the loyalty on Ren in 6 in check, because I think a Ren in 6 ult is one of the only ways we could ever lose this game. Ending, okay. If they have Ephemerate, they might have us locked. Still gonna go for this. Okay. Guess I'll bottom this. I think Kozilek is the main way we win the game from here. So opponent set up a pretty quick Ephemerate Aether Gust lock. Yeah, so we're just gonna pass and hope to eventually draw Kozilek, but probably realistically we just lose. Try and protect my life total a little. They can do whatever they want with this. Sure. I suppose if the plan is to Kozilek, I probably actually should be developing mana. I just think so little of my decisions actually matter at this point that I'm just trying to play quickly. I'll just go ahead and concede here. I don't think there's any way around this. Maybe I'll bring in a Bajuka Bog. Or an Endurance. I don't know. I'll bring in Bajuka Bog, cut Radiant Fountain. Don't want to overside board. I think I can keep this. I do need to draw like another ramp effect, but I probably should have just mulliganed for something better. I'm just thinking that like if I do draw like a ramp creature, then I can really develop a lot of mana with this hand, which developing mana is an important part of this matchup. Kind of want to encourage my opponent to like Spreading Seas the Cavern. I don't know. I don't think they'll actually do that. Explore being nice here. Guess we'll pick up the Cavern. And make another Valakut. Makes some of our stuff more scary. Spreading Seas, sure. So by playing this way, I'm making it so Spreading Seas can't take me off of Primeval Titan mana. I guess I shouldn't F6, because if they cast a Chalice on 0, I want to Summoner's Pact in response to it, so gotta turn off the auto yields. So it's going to be a Renin 6 from them. That does mean no Eighth or Gust, which is good for us. I would like my Primeval Titan to resolve. Guess I'll Cavern on Beast, given that they're tapped out. get 2 Simic Growth Chambers. Pick up Simic Growth Chamber for sure. Guess probably it's good to have an untapped source in hand. Good draw. Counterspell, okay. Guess I could have played around that. I think I'll get Talaria West and Bajuka Bog. So with these bounce lands, I can set up sort of disruptive things. If my opponent tries to lock me out. So that's sort of like lockout insurance. But they've got no board, so hopefully this cultivator just carries us. So pick up the Cavernon Beast, pick up Bajuka Bog, pick up a Turntimber, our hand is just pure gasoline. think I'll start with a Summoner's Pact for a Dryad, which I will cast. And then I will play Castle Garenbrig, getting rid of this Solitude if I am allowed. Alright, let's cast another Summoner's Pact. And we can pick up another Dryad. Play this Dryad. Put this on top. And then we'll cast a Turntimber. Funny when Dryad is better than Kozilek. Yes, I would like to pay 3 life. This should just be lethal. Alright, see everyone for the next round.